I'm going to go with another gloss for my story, Earth's Drink Honeymoon. It's Sunday. Give me a clean start on Monday. I'll resume the story itself of Earth's Drink Honeymoon. This is a gloss. There's a few more things I can say. Uh, First of all, I'd like to give a rundown of the characters that I've got. I'm very satisfied with what I've got. Maybe I said that already. Uh, but each character is not, I didn't explain, I don't think, how they're different. Uh, let's start with the couple. I mean, I'm going to treat them pretty much as a couple. They certainly are different. I mean, the Heidi, she went to Harvard for, I think, 2 years and then transferred to Berea College. She's kind of a you, humanities kind of person and conflicted over the embarrassment of riches. That's a theme of hers actually. Uh, now they're all six of these are very rich, way richer than anyone in Earth's Drink has any idea. Uh, Peter, he's going to be like his father, is probably going to be an engineer. Although remember, they wouldn't have to work a day in their life if they didn't want to. So there's that couple. Well, let's see. Peter's father is Janny, is a very energetic kind of a guy, social guy. He's quick, but he has a mentality of an engineer. He likes to look at things and figure them out. And he also I don't know where he went to college. I don't think it was MIT, but he studied mechanical engineering and, importantly for the story, structural engineering before he found his way to get rich. Uh, his wife, Nell, basically is a supporter of Janny. She'll have an identity of her own, but a lot of it is keeping an eye on her husband because he's just so full of energy. Not that he'd be untrue to her or anything like that. It's not that. He acts before he thinks a lot of the time, and he gets excited. All right, now her father, Scott, he's more. He was legally trained, uh, and he's into history and uh, politics in a way. He likes. I don't know how to explain it. He's not like Janny, uh, and he. So it's important. Well, let me get to his wife. Now, his wife Katrina, also sometimes called Kate, she is a bit of an independent soul. She was raised in New England, and she's conservative in a lot of ways. You'll find out about her later. One of her well, I don't want to tell you what her passions are before they appear in the story. All right, now the tour guides are working perfect for me because I've separated them out. The tour guide Raphael is his real name. He also has been interested in how things work, mechanical stuff, structural stuff, like an engineer. And he's the perfect guy for Janny to ask his questions to, and he'll have lots. Now, by contrast, Prof. Burris, I think is Professor Burris, I think is his last name. Prof, he's like Scott in a lot of ways. He's academic, and he knows the politics of Earth's Drink, the community, and the history. He knows all that, and Scott's questions about this place are going to be that way. And now, as a storyteller, I can use conversations among those guys to get the information that I want to get across. And you shouldn't forget that my purpose, and I must not forget either, my purpose here is to create a utopian dream for the town of Roaring Spring. I'm basing this on Roaring Spring and trying to come up with a story that is believable. And it has to do with the opportunity that Roaring Spring has now that the paper mill site has been cleaned up. Now, the last time I went to Roaring Spring and looked, I've noticed things have quieted down. a good bit down at the paper mill site. It's not completely cleaned up, but it mostly it is. Now it's touching stuff up, but that's going to take a long time before it's done. And I've begun to wonder a little bit if maybe there's going to be some change. I don't know, possibly even I don't know, I shouldn't maybe be guessing at this, but as if the owners, the company that owns this, Roaring Spring Park LLC, is doing some rethinking maybe and going back to the drawing board, or maybe considering selling early to some developer that has an idea and wants to get in early. I don't know. I'm just imagining it. I'd like to know why things seem to have slowed up a little bit. All right, couple other things. I continue to worry a little bit about going along without tension, without like action. That's not going to happen until Friday afternoon. Not really. So it continues to be kind of a description of the town, and the town itself is the main character. Drink is the main character. And then finally, I wanted to say that these pauses, when I stop to do a gloss, or even a pause, that helps me out a little bit because I have more time to run this through my mind. And now I know what those hotels, I have a much better idea what those 3 hotels look like. Because I've thought in all my travels and videos and stuff like that, I thought, what could I base? I'm going to start with the biggest one, the 4-star hotel. It'll be the first one that I describe in some detail, and I'm going to give you a link so you can see what I'm going to be using for that. And it's of a building in Germany, in the these names I don't use them that much. The International Wind and Water Mill Museum. I can't think of the word just like that. But anyway, it's an open air museum, and it's a big building that has a huge bake oven in the middle of it. Anyway, it's a good time to quit. I'm going to give you the link, and I recommend you look at it in the description.